Colleague Ankur Mishra spoke to the bank's MD and CEO Shyam Srinivasan on the bank's expansion plans. Let's listen into a slice of that chat.
We are clear that this growth should continue. As you noticed, our growth has always been fairly sort of even pace. We don't want to do things in fits and starts. In this part of the country, we were a pioneer, particularly in Northeast. In the early 70s, our bank's founder had moved and set a reasonable presence because at that point in time, many of the Kerala-originated Christian missionaries were setting up presence in the Northeast. So the bank followed that. So it did give us a presence in this part of the country. And then, like I mentioned, CR Avenue was our first branch 50 years ago. Right. We do see this, material opportunities coming up. At the end of the day, we are still a 1.2, 1.3% share bank in the country. So the growth opportunities are infinite. That's at a country level. If you take this part of the country, our share is like 0.6, 0.7%. So getting this to our India share, right, it is a doubling opportunity. So we think this is a growth opportunity for us for many quarters.
You also mentioned about being the top 5 private bank in the country, and of course that aspiration is important. What are you working on to achieve that? Which are those pockets where you see that kind of growth?
See, our growth has been dominated by a strategy which is boring, but this is what we've chosen, which is to be diversified across products, geographies and segments, which means nothing dominates, right? We want to be diversified because it insulates us from any kind of adverse outcomes in any one. It's a good balancing act is always good. With that said, in many of our newer geographies, we are still a small share player. So every year, if we keep expanding our footprint by 5-7% and growing our business by 20% and getting our profit share up by 25%, we are on the course to making sure we are achieving these objectives.
Any particular pockets you want to highlight also in terms of sectors where you see that there is more growth opportunity?
There are some businesses where we are relatively smaller, right? In the retail side, if you take businesses that are like credit cards for salaried or personal loans, we are a much smaller player. Microfinance, commercial vehicles, we are a much smaller player. So these are large growth opportunities. Likewise, in the small and medium business size, commercial banking business, we are relatively smaller size players. So we see opportunities to scale up. That's why I keep saying for us, when we are a 1.2% share player, growth opportunities are not in one geography, one segment, one product. It's spread wide. And that's the exciting part.